What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be playing some Interrogator, and I'm looking for the Crack Sentinels to try out a full explosion build. At either level 6 or 12, you can get disposable tech, which gives them a lot of reload speed, reduces their duration, but causes them to explode at the end. And then at level 18, when they fade, they will explode into a pool of fire. So you can have two different explosion effects whenever they fade, so I'm going to try and maximize my reload speed and not increase their duration any, so that they just explode as quickly as possible. And then other than that, I was initially thinking of getting some drone weapons, but I think that might actually be a bad thing, since that would only really unlock the duration tag for me, which I think I... Wait. Oh, that adds lasting anyway, so I can't avoid the duration tag anyways. So I guess the other weapons don't really matter that much. May as well get some drones. Well, one of them, if I get two, that would get the drone grades, which I don't want here. But some other beam weapons would be fine. Wave Cooker would have some useful stuff. At level 18, you can freeze a lot of stuff with it, and it hits a pretty wide area. There's some pretty useful acid weapons to increase the damage that enemies take. Both the sludge pump and the neurotoxin grenade would be decent. Just kind of weird that I'm avoiding the lasting tag here. Just try and make them explode as much as possible, so kind of having to rethink what weapons I would go for. Another crack sentinel level. Let's go with the nitra scanner for some extra weapon levels throughout the run. Bit of early pickup radius. Reload speed, that does work, but if I'm hard focusing that weapon, these are pretty close, and that helps me push the overclocks. Another reload, fantastic. +1 beams is double their attack damage, but I think with the exploding build, this actually sounds cooler so that I can drag them towards me. And as the bugs are chasing me, all of the explosions will kind of hit a large group of enemies as they're chasing me. It sounds weird, but it could work, I feel like. But now I have to get the disposable tech at level 12, because otherwise I'm just completely gimped without the plus beam on it. Since doubling the damage in close range is just absolutely insane for a balanced overclock. I think that's probably all the resources spawned here, so I can just go for a little bit more nitra now. Yeah, the Sentinels have such high single target that even without the second beam, you can't really keep the elites alive very long. Let's go with the big potency here. So I think I like Sludge Pump for the debuff. That does synergize with the build, but I'm really only focusing one weapon anyways. Ooh, a magnet. I might have to take a bit of damage for that. Reload. Decent HP or a damage. I'll take a purple. Another potency. probably potency over damage. I'll get some more turrets. Another potency or a damage. Probably potency on an interrogator. And there we go, disposable tech, that's what I'm looking for at 6 or 12. Turrets explode when they are removed, big reload speed increase, and reduces their lifetime a bit.
Stage 1 completed, well done. Taking you to stage 2.
Decent fire. Not sure if I really want any of those. Level, and some status. Still have a bit left. Maybe some HP, and I don't mind a cheap reload speed on that one for some extra debuffing. So that actually sounds like a pretty cool balanced combo. Exploding when they're removed, and then they follow me around. Should make it pretty easy to hit enemies with that. And at level 18 they get another exploding effect and leave a pool of fire that constantly damages them and applies some burn, I believe. But I am definitely gimping the upfront damage by passing on the +1 beam overclock. And I can't get the terrain destruction mining effect to help me out with the nitrous scanner.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Another potency. These are pretty bad. I guess I'm probably going red sugar. Second floor, so I can get a decent amount of HP from that. I don't mind that, actually. I don't know if I can kill a hoarder with this strange build, though. Another reload speed. Another reload speed for beam weapons that does work on the turret. Try and keep them in the flamethrower at least. +1 beams on that's okay. It's probably better than Barley Bulb at least. Another reload speed. What are those guys doing? Oh, that might not be connected, or there's a very small sliver, and they couldn't really move around in it. Yeah, hopefully I can use the Praetorians. Well, the elites are dying pretty quickly. Kind of hard for me to mine out the stuff there. I don't think any of these really work with the build. Viper Drone would unlock the acid stuff, which I don't think I want. Might just grab that to save some gold. Only really focusing the crack sentinel anyways. Ooh. big fire damage, definitely. Luck is not bad. I can get the legendary beams overclock on that, which is still pretty good if I find it randomly. I mean, not the overclock, just a regular upgrade. Ow.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
That's going to be pretty wasted. I'm most likely going to find at least one level for it anyways. But not with that. Let's see if we can get some decent... Well, that's kind of nice for some more debuffing power. That's 8 nitro level, I'm down for that. Grab some +1 beams. Big status damage, and I may as well grab that. And that's the other overclock I was looking for, explode on death, leaving a puddle of fire. Potency and reload, very nice. So now it has 2 death effects, turrets explode when they are removed, and a puddle of fire, big reload speed, 1.4 seconds, and no lifetime increases, just the reduction from the disposable tech.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Probably... Well, I'm only level 28. Yeah, I guess I'll grab a bit of XP.
The supply pod LZ is blocked. Please clear it out.
Beam damage... I don't think any of these are amazing here. That probably doesn't apply to the explosion effects. But maybe it does. It is sort of like a global upgrade. Honestly not sure if it works or not for the explosion. Like, it could just be a global damage increase for any weapon with a beam tag, or it could just be a damage increase for beams specifically, and I'm not sure which way it is. Those aren't great. Let's just re-roll that. Movement speed's nice. Potency's okay on that. That at least amplifies the damage of my other weapons a bit.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Probably the red sugar here. Use a bit more HP. Reload on beams is fine. Those aren't great. Potency, purple's not bad. Yeah, some of the explosions hitting the Praetorian, they're actually moving the HP pretty nicely, it seems like. Since the turrets constantly chase me, so it's easy to hit a slow target that's running at me like that. Let's go with the potency, I think. Big mining speed, I guess so.
Threat level increasing.
Some decent explosions over there.
Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Another damage on the crack sentinel, may as well. Potency on the sludge bump is okay. I am level 40. There's a decent number of levels left. More reload speed. Reload's probably better, but it's legendary.
That's one for the books. Taking it to stage 4 miner.
Crack sentinel level. Don't have that many resources. Big HP would have been kinda nice. Reload speed's good. I can try and get some decent overclocks for that to buff the other stuff.
Let's get out of here.
The double explosion should absolutely wreck enemies that follow me through narrow tunnels like that, since they're guaranteed to be hit by multiple explosions.
Big swim detected. Lock up and get ready.
I guess. Need to find the red sugar to get my max HP up with 2 of those artifacts. Plus 12 for each one of those, not too shabby.
The scout just lit up a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Well done, you got them all. Supplies ready. Clean up the LZ.
A lot of detonators to deal with here. These are not very useful to me. I guess some potency on that. Do some decent status damage to go with it. Those do the exact same thing, but that works on more weapons. Another crack sentinel. So many explosions and they just keep coming. Another crack sentinel. Fourth floor, so I might want to grab that. Another beam reload. That must be a pretty low reload time by now, 1.2, 311% increase. Big HP. Pretty tanky now, 500 HP.
Well done, Miner. Stage 4 was obviously a breeze for you, so we look forward to your easy completion of the final stage.
I don't know if I want any of those. Might want to spend some nitro first. Status, probably. Crack sentinel level, some reload. Another crack sentinel. And then may as well grab an overclock there with some reload. More lifetime to keep up the debuff. So I can still look for pickled nitro to get some massive damage increase off of that. It's very hard for me to clear out a horde in front of me to try and get to loot bugs or resources past it, though. Since all my damage is kind of being dragged behind me with the turrets and the sludge bomb. Pretty unique build, though. I do like it. More reload speed? Sure. Oh, yeah. I meant to save the gold there and not go over 50. Oops. I wasted one trigger of that so far. The pay-to-win console.
Prepared. Feel the landing zone obstacles.
Where is the rest of the gold? I should be able to get one more trigger somewhere. I guess I may as well. No pickled nitra, that doesn't work on any of my weapons. I think dodge is still bugged, so that's the only one that does anything here. Pretty weak artifacts. The early nitra scanner was okay, the red sugar's not bad. Pay to win's okay if I can find the last set of gold on this level. But very low damage from them. There we go, I'll save that until the boss is about to come out, and then I think I get only one trigger here. Make sure I don't get too close. That's +5. Boss is about to come out. And this would be a bad place to get stuck, so I should try and break out of here as well. I guess some crit damage. This is a really bad spot, Jesus. Dodge the charge. I guess just try and pull them behind me so all the turret explosions hit them. Charge is coming. Another reload speed. He actually interrupted the charge to go heal. That was kind of clutch. Come run into my explosions. Can't reroll anyways. Reload. It's definitely hard to control your damage when it's purely from explosions from them timing out. But cool build, I did like it. So final stats for the Sentinel, 0.97 reload, 8 lifetime. Double explosions when they fade out and they follow me to make that a bit easier to land. It's pretty good potency on top of that. Bit of status effect stuff and some lifetime for some more acid debuffing there to amplify the Sentinels mainly. Kind of weird artifacts. Red sugar cubes gave some nice survivability, but the damage was pretty low here. Come, let me explode all over you.
Congratulations. One less dreadnought to worry about. Management sends their regards.
So we had 3 fire weapons at about 3.5 million. So about 30 million fire dot, about 90% of the damage from those was from status effects. That's actually one of the highest percentages I've seen for that for the builds I've done. The acid was about 3.3, 3.4 versus 457. Not too bad there either. Actually not too bad, a bit hard to play early on since the damage was a bit awkward, pulling them behind me and giving up the huge beam damage from the +1 beams. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.